Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Catherine Andrioli. A little girl born with a terminal illness is now getting another chance at life thanks to a Holden woman. The child's mother says she's already lost one child and couldn't bear to lose a second. She's now thanking a total stranger for saving her daughter's life. Caroline Connolly has this touching story.
When you're told your days could be numbered.
1, 2.
Moments like this seem to count.
She's 23 months.
And for 23 months, Rebecca Williams has been counting them all for her daughter, Rebecca, born with a liver disease that came with a death sentence.
My first son passed away from a heart disease, and it just brought me back to that. Like, I can't do this again.
That's why when she read a local story about a liver donor saving another little girl's life, she wondered if there was a chance for this life.
I messaged my sister the article.
My sister shared it with me, and I said, why not?
They figured why not send a Facebook message to that donor for help, never imagining they'd even get a response.
I thought, oh my God, like I gotta be that hope for Rebecca now.
But Mary Beth Spragna did more than just that. Last week, she went into surgery to give part of her liver to Rebecca.
I said, I can't repay you enough. Like, because I didn't have to lose another child.
Instead, her second child got a second chance.
Say hi.
And 1 week later, here, reunited with the woman responsible for it.
Ready, and to know that I get to watch her grow and know that I'm a part of that. I mean, it's every bit a gift to me.
It's a gift that you can measure in moments like this.
How you feeling? Good.
The ones that truly count.
Now, while Rebecca is still recovering, her family hopes that she could go home within the next couple weeks. They said today they wanted to share their story with us in hopes of convincing other people to donate and possibly save a life.
A day of celebration today at WPI honoring the 25th anniversary of the Math Academy. The program is for high school juniors and seniors looking to focus in math and sciences. Only 50 students are enrolled into the junior class each year. Today, dozens fill the Student Center for a panel discussion featuring education experts and successful WPI alumni. Math Academy volunteers and graduates say the program is something remarkable.
It's amazing to think that over 25 years this has produced so many interested and excited and bright young people who want to go out and really do something wonderful.
It's wonderful, and it looks like the school's in really good hands, and I'm just grateful that I was able to go, and I hope it can go for a long time.
Mass Academy graduates have attended more than 50 colleges and universities in the last 5 years. Local businesses receive awards Thursday from the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. The chamber recognized several central Massachusetts businesses for their success and contributions to the community. Table Talk Pies was awarded this year's Richard B. Kennedy Business of the Year Award. Table Talk's president says they're glad to be part of an up-and-coming Worcester.
You know, it's just such a great honor, and just the whole situation this past year to have this opportunity to reinvest in Worcester, you know, a city that's meant so much to us, and it's just so great to be honored by the Chamber of Commerce.
And other businesses honored were Commerce Bank, Enchanted Fireside, Barrows Hardware, Dino's Restaurant, Puro Clean, and Fallon Health. Thursday was one of the hottest days this year. Temperatures reaching into the 90s this evening. It's an early taste of summer for Worcester County residents who are trying to find ways to stay cool. Our Rosalind Flaherty braved the heat today and has the story.
Feeling more like summer than spring. The temperatures rose in central Massachusetts Thursday.
Just enjoying this beautiful, nice weather. I love it. No complaints.
Brenda Betancourt and her friends and family hit Regatta Point to get some sun and have a cookout. She says she's been waiting for this weather for months.
Rain, go away. Sunshine, come back all the way.
While others were enjoying the high temperatures, those who are working in it did not.
Pretty hot, yeah. Heat's catching up.
Kevin Bernard was laying down asphalt.
It's probably like the worst thing to do in the heat, but it's also the best because it like moves around easier.
He says a hat and lots of fluids are helping him get through.
We have a giant jug of Gatorade inside.
Virginia Bautiri says she had the day off and it was the only time she had to mow her lawn.
Very hot. It's a very hot and humid day. Nobody should be doing this unless they have to.
But she says a change was much needed.
I love New England, so a change of seasons is great.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A good day for sunscreen today for sure. Turning now to dozens of Worcester ROTC students replacing flags on veterans' graves in St. John Cemetery. The Burncoat High School ROTC instructor says they brought 50 students to replace more than 3,000 flags. He says they do this every year near Memorial Day.
If they are looking at any of the medallions, you've got World War I vets, you've got World War II, Korea, Vietnam. They see some of the heritage and some of the sacrifices that got us where we are today.
And students from South High, the junior ROTC program at Burncoat has been around since 1994. Students were out for about 3 hours replacing the flags. An intoxicated male by City Hall, a woman with chest pains and an overdose. They were just some of the calls the Worcester Emergency Medical Services responded to on Thursday. We got a chance to ride along as paramedics treated patients, including one with serious injuries.
76-year-old female fell down a flight of stairs, significant amount of bruising, question of different fractures. She's being extricated right now, 7 to 8 minutes ETA.
In just 2 hours, Worcester paramedic Darren Brock responded to 5 calls back to back. The most serious, a 76-year-old woman who fell down the stairs.
So we got to her, she was kind of with it, a little out of it, but as you notice going down, she became more and more somnolent, wasn't answering questions appropriately. Her breathing was fine and intact, but the concern is she's having a head leak at this point. Why she's getting so somnolent.
After attempting to ask the woman questions, paramedics brought her to the ambulance where they ran her blood sugar and vital signs. After tests came back normal, paramedics could determine she fell and it wasn't a heart attack.
The next thing we'll give is called succinylcholine. That medication is a pretty important one. We're going to actually paralyze her. She stops moving, she stops breathing. We can put the laryngoscope in her mouth, she's not going to gag, and now we have her complete airway secured and protected.
Due to the seriousness of the injuries, a responding firefighter drove the ambulance to the intensive care unit while the 2 paramedics stayed with her.
When we have patients that are critical or time sensitive or just need the attention of 2 paramedics, we have an agreement with Worcester Fire and actually Worcester Police where they will drive our ambulance.
Sirens blared as the ambulance drove the woman to the trauma center at UMass Memorial, and then the doctors take over.
She went to a level 1 trauma, just meaning that we had intubator. So now it's a lot more higher level care with the trauma team. So this part is going to be in a warm room, probably about 20 to 30 doctors and trauma team physicians there.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
And Worcester EMS has been serving the area for more than 30 years. They're contracted to emergency ambulance services to both Worcester and in Shrewsbury. And the Massachusetts Health Connector toured the Family Health Center of Worcester Thursday. It's part of an ongoing discussion to get more people to sign up for subsidized insurance through special enrollment. The Family Health Center of Worcester provides multilingual services to the people of Worcester County. Today, they took the time to show their mission of providing accessible health care to their partners and also to promote the importance of having access to health care in the Worcester community. Health Connector navigator Mohammed Rahib says they help more than 1,000 people a month at the Family Health Center. He says it's crucial for people in the community to have access to these services. And in Massachusetts, there is a penalty for not signing up for health insurance. For more information on enrolling, you can visit the Family Health Center's website, fhcw.org. The town of Oxford is remembering one of its own. Selectmen voted this week to name a street for Steve Palermo, a former Major League Baseball umpire and a hero in his hometown. Our Olivia Lemon has the story.
It was just a perfect thing, and I wish I had thought about it.
Oxford Selectman John Sadd says he was approached by a resident about naming a street after former Major League Baseball umpire Steve Palermo. Palermo grew up in Oxford and passed away last Sunday at 67 years old from cancer.
The whole community, I think, got more interested in baseball because of Steve and because he was from the town of Oxford.
The street, which currently doesn't have a name, is in between the First Congregational Church and the Oxford Community Center. Sad says it leads to the fields Palermo used to practice on as a kid.
And it also leads to the building that his father was principal of the school for many, many years.
Some people who live nearby say it's nice to see the umpire honored.
Steve Palermo was a terrific umpire. It was really sad to see his passing. I heard about naming a street after him. I think that's a fantastic idea to preserve his memory around here.
Palermo's career was cut short after he was shot and was paralyzed from the waist down. He saw 2 restaurant workers get mugged and tried to chase the attackers.
He was not only an Oxford hero, but a Massachusetts hero as well.
Sad grew up with Palermo and says being able to honor him in a way like this is something he's proud of.
What we do a lot is we name a street, Mayflower, Winter Street, Summer Street. Why not name it after someone from the community who has done so much? And he is our local hero.
Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.